pals, it's Sassy Cassie, and welcome back to another reaction video of Naruto. As always, I'd like to thank all of my subscribers and anyone watching this video. Thank you so much for following me on my shinobi journey. Second, as a reminder, or in case you are new to my channel, that even though I have been an anime fan for a very long time, I have never watched Naruto. However, because it's been out for so long, because of the internet, and because one of my bestest friends in the whole world just loves Naruto, there are some things about it that I already know. This is mostly like character names, maybe what they look like, no real major plot points. It has come to my attention, however, that I may know more than I think I know, but I am not sure what these things are until they come up in the show. So, I apologize in advance if this bothers anybody, but we are just going to keep watching Naruto and enjoying it to the fullest. Alright, previously on Naruto, we were watching Neji's battle, and it is seemingly apparent that they are killing off all these children, and I'm not okay with it. But we're just going to pretend that they're going to be okay, and it's going to be okay, and we're going to be okay. So our boys are still continuing on, and I'm assuming that one of them is going to have to stay behind to face another one of these members. So I'm hoping it's going to be okay, but the track record makes me feel like they're going to stay behind, and they're going to fight this really awesome battle, and then they're just going to, like, die. It's fine. We're trying to find inner peace here. Alright, so without further ado, let us get into it. Oh, this imagery. I know it's probably supposed to represent the sun setting, but I still don't like it. It's like blood red. So they've been, I just thought about this. They've been traveling all day.
There's only 2 of them left. Against the 3 of us. I like those odds. If we play it right, the next time we meet them, we'll be able to wrap them.
Oh, I wish that were the case. They always are like, yeah, we have the upper hand, and then they have to fight like crazy.
Akamaru, you're right. It's 2 against 4. I like those odds even better.
Wait till they see our new technique. These clowns won't know what hit them, right,
Is
boy?
Kiba gonna be the one to stay behind next? Because Shikamaru, well, okay, Naruto has to be the one to face Sasuke, obviously. And since Shikamaru is the leader, he has to be there too.
We're working as a team here, right? Just stick to the plan.
Oh, well, sure.
They have a plan?
The most important thing is to at least get them in range before the sun goes down.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's hit it!
I mean, I know Shikamaru will always have a plan, but he is with those two, so is this plan gonna work out? Not that I don't have faith in Kiba and Naruto, I'm just saying because of their personalities.
And still no sign of Jirobo and Kirumaru. Must have run into more trouble than they expected.
Who cares about them? It's Orochimaru I'm worried about.
That's valid. He's quite scary, and I'm sure his temper... I don't know how else to word that.
They all have curse marks.
Oh! This is going back to the battle that they had before.
There's been too many delays.
You're right, it's not good. At this rate, we just might be too late.
Too late? Did I miss something? Did they... Are they on a schedule?
We want to keep them occupied just long enough to get Sasuke out of there. That'll take precision and split-second timing.
I know they don't know this, but as the audience member, they can't open the box.
Once they knew what we were up to, all they'd have to do was fall back and guard Sasuke's coffin. They could take up a defensive position and wait for us to come to them. The advantage would be all on their side.
I love that Naruto Kiba on the floor, but Shikamaru was still standing.
What's more? What's the sense of attacking now, when my jutsu's no help?
Fair.
The moonlight's
mean-
too dim, and there's too many clouds passing over it for my shadow possession to be effective.
That's a really good point that I didn't think about.
I don't know.
I agree.
What?
Shikamaru's our leader. And if he says we wait, then we're gonna wait.
I just hope I'm right.
The only concern I have with this plan is that they have to catch them before they leave the Land of Fire. And I don't know how big that is, but if they're... okay, I'm just going to leave my concern at that.
Do you think we're still going to make it in time?
We were told to deliver Sasuke by tomorrow or else, and I don't want to find out what or else means.
By tomorrow, huh?
Why tomorrow, I wonder? I mean, I guess I'm sure that Orochimaru gave them that deadline, but still. Ugh. I know it's Orochimaru. And a part of me... I just want him to go away. Not even just a part of me. My whole of me wants him to go away. Oh. You know, doesn't water usually soothe your wounds?
Lord Orochimaru.
They're not here yet. Still no sign of Sasuke.
I also have to say, I'm kind of curious how Sasuke is supposed to help him. I know that he wants him. I know that he wants his eyes. And I guess, yes, he wants to take over his body or whatever. But, like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just overthinking it. Because I do understand the different things that Orochimaru has going on. But I still feel like there's something that hasn't been revealed to me, the audience member, at this point in time that I'm just not understanding. And I don't know what it is. I don't know. Like, I get that he wants Sasuke, but I don't understand how getting Sasuke is going to help him. I mean, I know he has this whole obsession with being, like, young and never growing old and having, like, all these jutsus and whatever, but I'm failing to understand. I'm failing to make the connection. I don't know. I'm sure it'll get answered. I don't expect anybody in the comments to answer me. I'm just talking out loud to myself. I'm sure it will get answered eventually.
You can't afford to wait any longer. If you don't take another body right now, you'll lose everything. Everything!
Lose everything.
Are his arms, like, falling off or detaching themselves?
I'll go get them ready. And then, I'll see to Sasuke. Leave everything to me. Shall I use Kimimaru?
You know, they mentioned this Kimimaru person before. I don't know who that is. Or maybe I do know who it is? I don't know. It's like a giant dungeon. Ooh, automatically have questions. I automatically have questions. Like a prison yard full of zombies.
All right, listen up, all of you. How would you like to be released from your imprisonment?
Oh, you know what? I was actually just throwing stuff in the dark there. I was kind of surprised that I'd be correct.
One of you.
What? Is he gonna have them fight each other? What's going on here? I have several theories about this place, but I'm gonna keep them to myself.
I wasn't chosen. Once again.
Save your strength. You've served your function well, Kimimaro. It's not the Sound Ninja 5 anymore.
Nope, I have questions.
He has a mark equal in power to your Earth Curse mark. He's been given the Heaven Curse mark. On top of that, he has the Kekkei Genkai.
So okay, having different curse marks could explain the different patterns, but I'm very curious.
Wonder which one of you's stronger. Now, calm down. No sense in getting agitated.
You know, for a split second, I thought that Kabuto actually cared about this person, but now it's very apparent that he doesn't. It's just an experiment for him.
Relax. Don't try and talk.
I've been wondering. There must be a purpose for people being born into this world.
Are we gonna get this random person's backstory? Also, if you're gonna question the meaning of life, we've all been questioning it.
I realize that finding our purpose is the meaning. That's why we're here. And the ones who find it, they're the only ones who are truly free.
You know, he kind of sounds a lot like Neji.
You must ask yourself truthfully, what should you do, Kimimaro? What's your purpose now that you're no longer of any use as a vessel? At this moment,
I thought he was... Okay. I have questions. That's terrifying. That's a no from me. No from me.
Yes, you will be set free, and before that I will grant you one wish.
This is not true freedom, right? He's just talking about him.
Don't worry, your strength of spirit was one of the main reasons I chose you, and I'd be foolish to let it go to waste. Your residual aura will live on in me. Well then, I think...
I have questions about this. Don't like that. I don't.
It's as you say. My damaged body is of no use to him as a vessel for the transference jutsu. That was my purpose, and it's gone. What is there left to give my existence meaning? I see now.
I have so many questions about this whole operation.
Vessel. I was meant to find the vessel and bring it safely here, even at the cost of my life.
That smug little smirk. I hate it. Kabuto, I hate it.
Hold on a second.
Are we almost there?
No, we still have a ways to go. But take a look.
Oh, that's right. Sunrise. Cassie, get it together.
Sorry, just us.
Who needs those two? I can handle these guys myself!
Wow. Could have guessed that.
Chakra in the palm of his hand?
Shadow clone jutsu, huh? Rasengan!
I want this to work.
My arm!
I knew it. I knew it wasn't gonna work.
Hurry up, Kiba!
Tunneling bang!
Damn, a shadow!
It was the Shadow Clone? Yo! Okay, I do want to know what these boys were thinking.
Dakon right in front of me, blocking my view. They were aiming for me the whole time.
So what? You that's gonna do you any good?
Ah, I'm so proud. I don't think it's gonna work out this easily, though. Especially because the other dude was getting up.
No!
What are you doing? Get out of the way! Can't stop in time!
Here, catch!
Good work, Kiba! Okay, got it!
You heard him, Shikamaru. Time to pull out!
Don't worry, I'm coming.
Little punks.
Really think they'll get away with this?
They do. And they're gonna be very smug about it.
Sometimes being so sure of your own strength can be a weak spot.
Well, whatever, it worked!
It's about teamwork, Naruto. The whole is greater than the sum of its parts. If we just work together, nothing can stop us.
I'm like nervous that they're not running after them, though. Oh dear. Oh
You
dear.
think it's that easy?
Cheetah Spots over here is getting upset. Kabuto, why are you still there? I know that other guy is gonna run to them. That's terrifying. Of course, that's the end. Okay. Perhaps now is a good time to go through like my many different theories, assuming that I can remember them all. So, first of all, okay, putting aside the fact that I have questions about how the whole using Sasuke's body works, but I guess now I kind of understand because they're talking about the body transference things. So he just has all these people for the purpose of using their bodies to keep himself alive and young forever, is what I'm assuming is going on here. I am confused only by the fact that, like, the third Hokage, like, cut his soul, like, separating him from his jutsu, and even though he transfers bodies, that, to me, your soul is still your soul, so, like, I don't know how transferring bodies can, I don't know, change the fact that his soul was, like, severed. I don't know, maybe they'll explain it, I'm not really sure. Second, I question their whole Sound Village thing. Like, are all the members of the Sound Village given this curse mark, and then some of them, like, can't handle it, so they turn into these zombie-type figures? I mean, that one guy didn't seem like a zombie, but I don't know. Maybe it just seemed that way. Maybe they're not actually, like, they didn't actually lose their minds. They were actually very coherent. But Kabuto basically pitted them against each other. And in that vein, how do they have enough people to be in this village if they're constantly sacrificing and fighting and making each other kill each other for the purpose of this? And also, it's very clear to me that most of these people have absolutely no idea what Orochimaru does, even though they kind of do, because the one guy was talking about how Orochimaru used his clan for experiments. So I know that I mentioned it seeming like a jail cell, and he talked, Kabuto talked about it being a prison. So I'm curious, again, if there are people that willingly are with the Sound Village, and then there are people that are imprisoned that he uses. I don't know, there's a lot going on there. There's a lot to unpack there. Also, this Kimimaro person, he was mentioned multiple times about how strong he was, but his body, I guess, is damaged, so now he's not able to be a good vessel, because he was supposed to be the vessel for Orochimaru, but I'm assuming something happened, and that's why he has this weakened state. But then he's not weakened, he just kind of got up and went, but I don't know. Kabuto put the liquid stuff in him, so maybe that has something to do with it? I don't know. There's also a lot to unpack there. Okay, next, I want to address kind of the strategy here. I mean, don't get me wrong, I know that you have to have a little bit of confidence. I'm not saying they can't have confidence, but do they really think that it's gonna be so easy to just grab it and run? They don't, like, they're gonna run after them, right? I don't know. That's maybe a question for the next episode. We'll see what happens, especially because the other guy is definitely chasing them, so that's probably going to come to fruition in the next episode. And if I can go back to the many, many intricacies of this Sound Village prison nonsense, Kabuto was talking about the different curse marks and that they have different, I guess, elemental signs. He didn't really go into detail about that, but again, I do wonder if the curse marks, or like if the different elements or whatever that is with these curse marks determines the pattern, and that's why they all have different patterns. And I'm very curious about the different curse marks that he can give people. So if he gave Sasuke and this Kimimaru person the same type of curse mark, does he view them on the same vein? Are they both equally as strong, or he only gives certain curse marks to certain people? I'm very confused about how that works. And again, none of this that I have just said needs to be answered. I don't expect anybody to answer my questions. I just have to vent out everything that I was thinking but didn't voice while I was watching the episode, because I'm one of those people that my brain is constantly, I theorize. My brain is always running, and I constantly am thinking of different ways that this could work out. But now that I have talked incredibly fast and gotten out all of my thoughts, I think I can be at peace now. So I'm just going to wrap this up then. So thank you all so much for watching and following me on this crazy shinobi journey. And until next time, bye!